Ladies and gents, what's going on with you? I'm looking forward to talking with you regarding a little life hack that I've come to realize through the study of metaphysics. All right, so it's gonna entail. We're talking about finding your purpose in life. All right, we're also gonna talk about love, and mainly what this is about is how to use love, even romantic love, to find your purpose in life. So ultimately, ladies and gents, by the way, I'm gonna be chiefing it. All right, don't be getting jealous now. With that said, ladies and gents, let's get philosophical, shall we? Now that we got the jealousy out of the way, let's get philosophical. So, regarding vibration, we live in a world where there's constant pressure, there's constant stress. Many of us are struggling financially. Many of us are having relationship issues. Many of us are having self-worth issues. All right? We are a species that is in immense stress these days. I mean, there's people that are fighting wars. There's a lot of shit going on in the world that has a lot of people, the majority of mankind, so it seems tense. Okay? At least given on what we see and what we share on social media. With that said, we're in this matrix and we're trying to make a living, okay? And this is getting difficult for the majority of the masses. And what this does is that it puts us in a state where we are constantly operating from this low vibration of, I need to fucking survive. You wake up in the morning and first thing you're thinking about is that I need to go to work in an hour, I need to get ready, this and that. And then you go and you just fucking, you end up finding yourself quite miserable. Bored with life. Bored with your fucking relationship. Bored with your marriage. There is no change. There is no stimulation. Shit. You are genuinely craving something new. As you should. We're not born to be stagnant. I see often how women fall out of love in their relationships. All right, and so do men, for that exact reason, that things get repetitive, things get boring. And although that's part of life and that should be accepted, when we are devoted to a lifestyle that is boring for decades, all that pent-up misery is going to be let out somehow. What I'm getting at, ladies and gents, is that we live in a world that has us consumed. All right, it has us consumed with wanting to keep up with the Joneses, wanting to have more, have greater, continuously striving to run faster and faster on this everlasting hamster wheel. All right, and then you wonder why the fuck everyone's so miserable. All right, why you're not, maybe you're happy, maybe you're not miserable, maybe you got everything you want. But there's something missing in life. You know that you want more. You know that you are meant for more. You know that you are greater than what you are. And you don't have to say that using words. You know intuitively. There's something fucking missing. There's something missing. And then you go towards the idea of finding your purpose. You don't even know how to find your purpose. You don't even know what the fuck a life purpose is. You don't know whether you're born with a purpose or whether you make a purpose. It doesn't fucking matter. All right? What I'm about to tell you is going to lead you to finding that purpose, despite whatever you believe. So, when we are continuously living in this stressful state, and it doesn't have to be an extraordinary stress. I'm talking about waking up in the morning and serotonin, the stress hormone, waking you up, firing off your organs, getting you ready for the day, going for your morning coffee, going for your routine. When we are constantly living in that state, we are losing touch with a big and important side of us. A side of us that was very much embraced by our ancestors. We used to live in tribes. Our ancestors used to live in tribes and in communities. They were in touch with nature. They would speak to wild animals. They would sense rain coming. All right? These are all behaviors that are displayed in animals. And we are capable of this connection to the divine, of this natural connection. Okay, this natural connection isn't only with nature, all right, isn't only with animals, but it's with us, amongst us, connections with ourselves. We've lost connections with each other, but most importantly, we've lost connections with ourselves and the divine. How many people are connected to God? How many people really feel a genuine connection to the divine? How many people feel a genuine connection with themselves? I'll tell you, not the majority. The majority are not even aware of this self. They're behaving like a program. And that's what happens. We become programmed. It makes life easy. It makes time fly by so quick. But it's soulless. All right? So becoming aware of the stresses, ladies and gents, is absolutely paramount, because these stresses in our world are designed in a way that will most certainly veer you far away from your most authentic nature, far away from who the version of you is that fully embodies unconditional love. You want the wildest type of love, you want extraordinary love. It's found by finding your authentic self. And even then, that is a journey. And the idea is to find somebody that will facilitate you in that journey, in your journey of self-discovery. That is the ideal partner. Nevertheless, that is the highest form of partner, a partner that compels you for growth, a partner that mirrors things within you in which you need to become aware of so you can change and evolve into a much greater and greater form. How else are you going to know your weaknesses without seeing your own reflection? And while we may go through breakups and mishaps in relationships and demonize our partners and so quick to blame our partners, we fail to see that the emotion we are experiencing and that is overwhelming us has more to do with us than our partner. Our partner was only the trigger for something that is yelling within us for our attention. You want to live life blindly. You want to live life disconnected. Maybe you don't want to live this way. Maybe you're just so fucking blind you don't know the importance of self-reflection, the importance of taking care of yourself, of truly loving yourself. So back to this idea of how do you find your purpose through love? Whether you want living your life or not is irrelevant. In order to find the greatest love, you have to become the greatest version of yourself. So the idea is to go on that journey of saying, all right, what is the greatest love that I can possibly fathom, that I can want, and that I wish for? Well, I want a loyal partner. I want someone that is emotionally secure. I want someone here that has I want someone here that's secure financially. I want someone here that, whatever, you get clear about the type of partner that you want in your life. Okay, the epitome of the dream partner. And you strive to embody those characteristics that you named in your dream partner. You want someone loyal? Embody loyalty. You want someone committed, devoted? You want someone financially stable? Embody it. Embody that abundance. Embody that abundance, ladies and gents, and you will surely attract someone that reflects that right back to you, because that's what you have within you. And by you moving towards this greater and dream version of yourself, mind you, there is no right or wrong. You are subject to your own inclinations. My dream partner differs from your dream partner. And who's to say who's right? It's preference. It's subjective. It's absolutely subjective. So there is no wrong. And by you moving towards that place, a place in which you are synchronized, your actions, your behavior, your decisions are synchronized with your deepest levels of belief. When you are connected to that degree, you're operating from a place of wholeness, of full connection. And when you've done the work to align and connect to this highest version or most ideal version of yourself, best believe that a lot of positive things will follow. A lot of positive things will follow. And then comes the idea of purpose in life. Then you get from more jealousy. Straight out of Chile, Santiago, Chile, ladies and gents. Anyways, I told y'all that my Venus is in Taurus, and with that said, I have an inclination towards the delights of life. Herbs is one of those things. Anyways, with that said, what I was saying, ladies and gents, is that by you moving towards embodying, mind you, the journey to become this greatest version of yourself sounds nice on paper, but what it entails is actually going within yourself and doing the work. Is you overcoming all your insecurities, you overcoming whatever shadows you have that manifest and protrude in the worst moments. You need to do the inner reflection and heal those things. That is the first step to becoming the greatest version of yourself. I have people asking me about wanting to experience high levels of spirituality when in reality, the step to get there is uncluttering your psyche from what's veering you away from your most authentic self. Your most authentic self also embodies not only today's intelligence, sophistication, and advancements, but also what our ancients had regarding this divine natural connection. Do not neglect yourself, ladies and gents. Pay attention to the strongest emotions that you experience, because those are the indicators. That's the shadow within you that is yelling for your attention, because it's trying to tell you something. It's trying to show you something that needs to change for your betterment, for your greater alignment with the universal forces. Purpose becomes clear. Living your life is your purpose. I hope you took something of value from this. I look forward to connecting with you. I'm currently in Santiago, Chile. Let me show you. Look at this view. I'm in Santiago, Chile, and I'm gonna be going to Patagonia next week, ladies and gents. I'll be going to Patagonia, and I'll be out in nature. And I'm gonna bring you along.